Hey YouTube, my name's Lucky, and I'm starting a new series called Meet the Pros. That's a chance for you, the YouTube viewers, to meet the professional Call of Duty players in the competitive community. And here today I have with me one of the youngest and a very successful professional gamer. His name is Miles. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? It's Miles here. I'm the captain of Influence, and I'll be competing at Columbus tomorrow. So yeah, look forward to doing this interview with Lucky.
Cool. Alright, so this is basically just going to be, a few questions to help the viewers just get to know you, Miles, a lot better. So when did you start playing Call of Duty?
A lot of people ask me this, and I have a pretty unique answer. I started really late compared to other pro gamers. I started right before the pro season of MW2, which was in about April or March of 2010. And that's actually when I started playing competitive MLG game types. Before then, I played S&D Override for a little bit, but I'm a really late bloomer, and I think I progressed a lot considering I didn't have a lot of playing time.
Yeah,
and,
wow.
Everything kind of fell into place, and I'm in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, to start that late and yet to be, competing in the pro circuit, that's amazing.
Thanks.
And so for Modern Warfare 2, you were on VWS Leverage, am I right?
Yes, I was for Nationals in PCO3, yep.
Nice. And they took second place in Nationals, didn't they?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty big accomplishment, especially for the short amount of time you've been playing competitively to take second place at Nationals.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great experience. Hopefully I'll get first this year. Man, second's not good enough for me.
That's awesome. I like to hear that. So for Black Ops, what team were you with at MLG Dallas?
So, well, let me start off with the 25K tournament. I'm sure you're familiar with that. I know you did videos on that. And it was a pretty big tournament, and I played with Team Threat, which is the next threat. They're a pretty big name, I'm sure you know who they are, and a lot of people watching know they are. And things didn't work out for Dallas, so I went through a few teams, and I finally landed up on Hysteria with Fizzerp, Felonies, and Glock. And Dallas was it was a pretty bad experience, to be honest. We had a teammate in Glock who wasn't really experienced with Call of Duty. He's a Halo player, and he wasn't really dedicated, and he really messed up our chances and made a huge mistake on one of the maps. I really don't like to call him out, but he really messed us up, and we got a pretty bad placing, to be honest. We got a pro placing. It was 15th, but it was definitely too mediocre for me. So I finally have a good squad. I'm really comfortable with them, and I know Felonies and Fizzerp are off on two different teams. They're doing well, so I think all three of us are going to rebound and get some higher places in this event.
Yeah, I'd heard briefly of a little bit of controversy about Fizzerp not playing in the consolation match.
Yeah, it was a bad situation with teammates with weird personalities. I'm glad I'm not in that situation anymore, but yeah, it was pretty bad. Some weird stuff happened.
Okay. And so, you're not with them anymore. What team are you with?
So I recreated Influence with Plutology, the national champion. I'm actually captain, but he's pretty much captain. We call him captain because he's known as being the leader of Influence. And our roster consists of me, Plutology, Burst, and Dose from Ground Zero, the team that got 4th place at Dallas, and that's why we had the 4th seed for Columbus.
Nice. And you guys have been together for a while now. You guys are feeling good?
Yeah, we've been practicing a lot, and we're really confident going in the event. I'm more confident than I was with Leverage, and that's saying a lot. So, yeah, we've been practicing quite a bit, and you'll definitely see us on main stage and hopefully main stage later on the road in the finals and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be great. So you guys have a game plan going into Columbus?
No, not really, man. We're just going to play our hearts out, and we're going to keep everything tame. We're going to play smart. We're going to play slow, but we're going to play aggressive when we need it. And we're just trying to cut down on bad decision-making and mistakes.
Okay.
Well, have you told your viewers about the pool plays, the pools?
I haven't. Go on. If you could describe that to me, that would help.
Yeah, so it's in a nutshell, it's pretty much there are 4 pools where 4 pro teams compete with each other, and those teams are pretty much grouped up and they all play each other in that pool. So you know your competitors before the event, and we're in Pool D, and the teams occupying Pool D with us is Obey. I'm sure you guys all heard of Obey, and then 2 lesser known teams in Legend Status and Force. Now Legend Status is a threat as well as Force, but Legend Status is more of a threat because they have players like Too Quick, who's on Resistance and got second place. Diz, who's is a really good player. He quit for a little bit, but he's really good. Fizzerp, which is excellent Slayer, and Virus, who got 8th at Dow. So they're full of four players that never teamed before, but I'm sure they're going to be a threat just because of their consistency in the Call of Duty community. And then Force, who got 9th at Dallas, they actually are a pretty underrated team. They put a lot of time into gaming. They probably play 5 hours a day or something like that. And that really made them have a lot of chemistry. So we're definitely not going to have it easy, but our pool's easier than some pools like Pool C, which has Team NBS, Team Optic Gaming, and Team Optic Nation. So we have it pretty easy, and hopefully if we get out of the pool, we can make it a far way. We can make it to the finals, hopefully.
And so with that pool system, are you just in the pool of the other 3 teams, or are you actually paired up against one of those 3 teams? Do you know who you'll be playing first?
Yeah, well, we're not paired up with anybody, but we know who will be playing first. Since we're the high seed in the pool, we're going to play the low seed in the pool, so that's Force, and then Obeys after that. The schedule's already released, so everybody knows who they're playing, but you don't only have one opponent in the pool. You have to rotate and play every single person, and then after you play every team in your pool, you get a record, and you get placed into a championship bracket based on your record in your pool.
Okay, very interesting. Scrimming before an event. Do you scrim against other pro teams, or do you try to scrim against lesser-known teams to not give away strategies?
To be honest, even though all these lesser-known teams really want to play us pro teams, it's a waste of time. We get on to get the most of our practices, so we play other pro teams. Obviously, we try to avoid playing the teams in our pool because that'll obviously give them an advantage because they'll learn a little bit of our strategies, our play style. So we play teams from the other 3 pools. Yes, we may play the teams that we scrimmage against later on in Columbus, but you know, it's really not worth playing amateur teams. We have to get the best practice in the short amount of time we have. So yeah, we play pro teams.
It's probably odd for you to say it at such a young age, but you really have a career building up for yourself in professional gaming. And what are your goals for the future career in gaming?
Well, I like to say I'm pretty realistic. I know I'm not going to be gaming my whole life. If you guys don't know, I'm a freshman going to be a sophomore next year in high school, and I don't plan on gaming into college, but I plan on finishing the next few seasons out, and I really want to start winning. I know I've had some good placings. I've had a lot of top 4 placings, but I really haven't won a major event, and that really kills me, so I definitely want to change that. I think it's going to happen in Columbus. I don't mean to sound cocky, but if that doesn't happen, I'll try to make it happen down the road. And I'm definitely trying to build up respect among the community and try to remain mature, especially since I'm a younger player.
Great. All right. Now, the last question I have for you, a question that everyone wants to know, is when can I be expecting my invite to Team Influence?
Oh, man. Maybe after Columbus, man. You're a good player. You're a commentator. You're a great commentator, but you're also a good player, so people don't realize that. But yeah, we'll definitely bet you to the GB team.
I'm just messing with you, man. Yeah. But, alright. Some closing statements. Miles has his own YouTube page that you guys can check out. It's youtube.com/MilesSlaya. And he also has his own Twitter. You can find that link in the description below. And Miles, do you have any closing statements?
Thanks so much for having me. Look out for me in Columbus. If the video's not up by then, look out for me in Anaheim, and I'll definitely see you guys on Lucky's channel later. Thanks, guys. Peace.